Dear students, in the last section we have seen data flow diagrams, that is DFDs, symbols used in DFDs and DFD for result management system. Today we will see data dictionaries. Families of DFDs can become quite complex because we are arranging these DFDs in different levels, level 0, level 1, level 2, and we are increasing the complexity. So the families of the DFDs can become the quite complex. Okay, so one way to manage this complexity is to augment the DFDs with data dictionary. Augment means extend. We can extend the DFDs with the data dictionaries. Data dictionaries are simply repositories to store the information about all data items defined in the DFDs. Data dictionaries consist of the repository about the information of data items that is used in the DFD. So at the requirement stage, the data dictionary should at least define the customer data items. Okay. Typical information that is stored in the data dictionaries are name of the data item, aliases means other names or items, description or what is the purpose of the data item, related data item, range of values, data flows and data structure definitions. Okay, so first is the name of the data item. So name of the data item is self-explanatory. It is according to the user what the name of the data item is. Okay, second is aliases means the other names. For example, DEO. So DEO is the aliases of data entry operator, or DR means deputy register. Okay, so these are the aliases. Next is description or purpose. So it is a textual description of what the data item is and what is the purpose of that data item, why it exists. Okay, related data items means it captures the relationship between data items. As we know that the total marks is equal to internal marks plus external marks, as we know. So this is the related data item where the total marks is the addition of the internal marks and external marks. Okay, next is range of values. Range of values is the range of that particular data item. For example, total marks must be positive and it is must be between 0 to 100. Internal marks is, in our case, the internal marks are from 0 to 40 and external marks is from 0 to 60 and total marks is from 0 to 100. So these are the ranges. Okay, next is data structure definition. So data structure definition, so basically there are two types of data items, primitive and aggregated. So if the data item is primitive, then data structure definition or form captures the physical structure of the data item. Okay, but if the data item is the data aggregate, then the data structure definition is the composition of the data items. For example, total marks is equal to internal marks plus external marks. So here the total marks is the aggregated marks and it is represented in terms of the internal marks and external marks. Okay, so these are some of the notations that are used in the data dictionaries. First is x is equal to a plus b, means x consists of data elements a and b both. X is equal to a divided by means x consists of either a or b. X is equal to a means x consists of an optional data element a. Okay, x is equal to y of a means x consists of y or more occurrences. x is equal to a z means x consists of z or fewer occurrence of a. Okay, x y in bracket a z means x consists of between y and z occurrences of a. So these are the some of the notations that are used in the data dictionaries. So data dictionaries can be used to create an order listing of all data items, find a data item name from a description, and design the software and test cases. In the next session, we will see entity relationship diagram. Thank you.